Hey everybody, it's Pete Travers here from Royal LePage Woolley Realty.
And I'm Lance Nelson.
And I am Sharon Caesar.
And by the way, you've seen these videos before where Lance and I play some music for you. We wanted to call it Beauty and the Beast, but the fact is we were beast. But now we have beauty added to it. And beauty and talent. Talent. Show those fingers. There's talent in those fingers, right? This is our end of the year wrap-up market report. There's not too much to say about it, but just quickly, this seemed like a fairly normal year in terms of the ups and downs throughout the year. Sharon, yeah, so you when you were saying that you observed that.
Yeah, you would typically find more activity and prices tend to rise in the spring months, then come down a bit summertime, rise a little bit in the fall, and then go right back down during the winter.
Yeah, it's a typical cycle. If you step back from it, to me, although there were peaks, it's still kind of a flat market all the way through.
There seems to be some level of apprehension in the market economically. And I know in my case with my clients that I have some that are taking their time to buy, where in the past they might have been eager and rushing to buy. How are you finding it in the listing side, Sharon?
In the listing side, I mean, when people have to move, they have to move. But if you're listing now, you just have to be very realistic in terms of what you're going to get in this market. And if you're selling low, you're buying low as well. So everything tends to even out itself anyway.
And it's important to remember when you're pricing, it's not 2021 anymore.
It's not. And if a house isn't selling, it's not selling for a single reason. There's other reasons attached to that reason. It's always, always, always price. Price is the reason. If you want to sell it and you want to price it right, it absolutely can be done. We're selling houses all the time. It's happening. But it certainly is not 2021 anymore. Next year, what do we, at this point?
What I think is, as we've seen, the Bank of Canada held the rate at 2.25, and I think that's a good thing. Economists are saying, and the financial industry is saying, that rate's going to hold for the next 12 to 18 months. If that's the case, that's really good, because then now that shows stability. So any buyers that were sitting on the fence waiting for an interest rate change know what the interest rate's going to be. And likewise for sellers waiting for the interest rate change and holding out at a higher price, they're going to see now that things are not going to change. And so they may get their price more in line with what's going on in the market.
It usually takes the market about 6 to 8 months to even react to these changes in the economy.
If it reacts at all.
Well, because if you go back to when the interest rates were high and we would see them come down, and we'd be talking in the office, the interest rates are coming down. There was a reduction in interest rates. And our natural expectation is, okay, here we go. But it has not happened in the last couple of years, or quite frankly, since they started coming down, we never got the boom that we expected. The economy seems in a cautionary mode right now where everyone's trying to be cool. But if you have extra money to spend, when we put our CD out, don't waste your money on that.
The word I'm hearing too is that it will return to a more traditional market with the spring spikes and the fall spikes and quiet down in the summertime. So that could be the case for next year. We will see when the next
time will tell.
Time will tell.
And on that note, it's time for Beauty and the Beasts to hopefully entertain you, even just a little bit, right? For Christmas, little Christmas fun.
A little.
So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special, special. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special, special. Christmas, everyone.